Hello, this is Jayp Kim, your one and only source for Korean law. Hey, so today I would like to talk about some article that I have read a few days ago. It was an article from Washington Post, and it was a story about a woman, and she was the victim of a sexual crime, and she have earned her victory, for after 10 years of struggling herself from investigating the abusers and everything. And it was so fascinating, and the difference between the law that the states have and the Korean have was a little bit different in that regard. So I just couldn't help but wonder, what it happens in Korea, what happens if that same incident or accident or the case has happened in Korea. Okay, the story goes like this. This woman, whose name is Madison Conradis, when she was 24 years old, she got a Facebook alarm. A direct message has arrived, and she opened the message, and then out of sudden, a nude photo of hers has been delivered to her, and she was shocked. It says, the article says that she has some brief modeling career in her early 20s, and it must have been like hacked by the hackers it must be, the nude photos must have been obtained by hacking the portfolios of the photographer or something, and that cyber stalking had just started from then. And then after that, she continuously received a message from a fake ghost account, a Facebook account, and that says, if you willingly give me a new explicit photos, or else we will just spread the nude photos all over the world to see you being naked or something. So she got suffered from this cyber stalking for 10 years. She even had found out that the abuser had sent the nude photos to her father's Instagram account. What a shocking event it is, right? But here's where the law kicks in. When she dropped by the police station at Florida, police just suddenly told her, well, this is not a criminal case. This is a civil case. And I don't know, I'm not the expert in the laws in states, but as far as I know, you can sue an unknown person throughout the civil law process in states. That's a really hard thing to do, because if you got damaged or if you got suffer from third person's activities, but you got to know that person to sue, right? But this was cyber stalking, and she didn't have any idea or any information who that was. But the police didn't help her. They just simply said it's not a criminal case. And the problem kicks in right here. So the law kicks in here. The reason why the police had told her that this is not a criminal. Distribution of non-consensual explicit photos are crime in states. But in states they have another thing to prove in order to punish them. That is intent to harm. Not only by just distribution of the explicit photos of others, but you have to prove that distributor, that abuser, has some intention to harm that victim, that person, and the burden of proof is on the victims. That's absurd. But throughout after reading this article, I have found out that the states have the new legislation this May took out these intent to harm elements out of this crime. So in that regard, what happens? I mean, what happens if the same case has happened in Korea right now? Thankfully, we have the law without the intent to harm. I'm gonna tell you what it is. First of all, the cyber stalking. I mean, you've been just abused, you've been just attacked by someone who you don't know, by cyberspace. I mean, including Facebook, Instagram, or SNS, or anything. I mean, you just got continuously got to receive numerous images and numerous messages attacking you. I mean, that's a very stressful situation, and we have the law to punish that person who does that. Act on promotion of information and communication that utilization information protection. I mean, the title of the law is quite long, but no one may circulate any of the following information through an information and communication network. And it says, information with content that arouses fear or apprehension by reaching other persons repeatedly in the form of code, words, sound, image, or motion pictures. I mean, if you kept on receiving some very absurd word or attacking images and any very disgusting pictures and everything. I mean, if you are in that situation, you can sue that person with this law, this long law, Act on Promotion of Information and Communication Network, Utilization and Information Protection, and that person will be punishable. That person is punishable by 1 year in prison or under 10 million won fine. So that is a crime. Cyber stalking is a crime, and you can sue that person even if you don't know that person. I mean, you can sue that person, so that investigation body, the police station and the prosecution have every resources to find that person who does that to you, right? So cyber stalking is punishable in Korea, and we do not have intent to harm elements of the distribution of the photos. So act on special cases concerning the punishment of sexual crimes. If you take a pictures of someone's body without his or her consent, that is punishable by the law. And you are punishable with the 7 years, not more than 7 years of prison, or by a fine not exceeding 50 million won. That is a serious crime. And if you take a picture of someone's body without his or her contention, his or her, saying yes, okay, it's punishable. And accidentally, out of sudden, let's say someone have obtained that photos, that non-consensual photos. That person is not a photographer, right? That person is not a videographer of that content, that photo, but that video. But if that person distributes that video or the image, in this case, in Korea, we do not have the intent to harm elements. Just simply by doing distribution per se, that's a crime. So he will be punished, she will be punished by 7 years, not exceeding 7 years of prison and not exceeding 50 million won. Just same as the same amount of the photographer and videographers. The distributors will be punishable with the same years, the same amount of years and same amount of fine. So this video is quite long, but I just want to address that. I felt very sorry for this medicine ladies and Christian Messier with this column, with this article. I mean, they had been struggling for 10 years, and the investigators and police officers didn't help them, and they had to do it by themselves. They have to find the hint, the clue to solve the problem, and they finally pinpoint the abuser. And you know what? The abuser was a college colleague of medicine. After 10 years, the abuser was very nearby person, and she got betrayed by that person for 10 years. Now she know the abuser, and she had the sued him, press charge on him, everything. But if this happened in Korea, this case would be very simple. We don't have the intent to harm elements for distribution of the non-consensual explicit images. And we do also have cyber stalking law to protect the victims of all the crimes. So I want to address that if you are in the similar situations with this, this cyber stalking and spreading out the someone's explicit image is a very common thing. So if you are in that situation, please do not hesitate to reach out to us to help you guys to protect your rights and to protect and every other rights and redeem yourself from the miserable situation. So, all right, thank you for watching, and thank you for all my 29 subscribers. I have 4 more subscribers from last videos, and thank you for subscribing this channel. And please do not hesitate to write any message or any comments if you have any. Please write down below too, so I can answer them. So, and I'll be back with more interesting videos. Okay, thank you.